Even as Nepal's government plans to send its new map, which shows Indian territories as its own, to the United Nations, the New York-based body won't be using the new map in its official dealings. However, it will accept it as a part of the diplomatic protocol. The UN website will not show the territories and areas claimed by Nepal as its own. The United Nations normally prints its own maps, and every map comes with a disclaimer. Now, the disclaimer on the UN map says that the boundaries and names shown and the designations used on the map do not imply official endorsement or acceptance by the UN. Nepal has again upped its ante against India. The Nepal government will be sending the newly updated map, which includes Kalapani, Lipulekh and Limpiadura as its integral part, to the United Nations and Google. Now, as per the local media reports, the KPLE government is making the necessary arrangements to publish the map in English and send it to the international community. It has already printed 25,000 copies of the revised map. The Nepalese announcement comes at a time when the map has emerged as a major sticking point in Kathmandu-New Delhi ties. India has slammed the revised map, saying that it is not based on historical facts and evidence. India views the new map contrary to the bilateral understanding to resolve the outstanding boundary issues through diplomatic dialogue. Now we have WION's principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibbal, joining us for more on this story. Good evening to you, Siddhant. The UN website will not show these territories and areas claimed by Nepal as its own. What do we make of this?
Well, UN has its own rules and regulations regarding the maps, and of course, when the Nepali government sent the new Nepal map, which shows the Indian territories as Nepali territories, it won't be considered or considered as an endorsement by the United Nations, and there will be, of course, acceptance as part of the diplomatic protocol. It will be taking note of the development, but by and large, we know that this is a symptom of the deteriorating relationship between the KPOLE government in Kathmandu and the government here in Delhi. And by and large, the government there in Kathmandu is going to send the map not only to just the United Nations, but to other world capitals, including here in Delhi, where there will be no acceptance for the map, and also Google. And if you look at Google Maps as well, there is a different map for every country in terms of where you are standing. If I'm standing in India, there will be a different map. If I'm standing in Nepal, there will be a different map. So by and large, it looks like a major map controversy, but by and large initiated by the ongoing political developments in India and, of course, in Nepal. Something, of course, which has been a cause of concern. We know just last week, the foreign minister of Nepal said that they would like to have conversations with New Delhi regarding the entire map controversy, but it is highly unlikely that New Delhi is going to sit again with the Nepalese government, given the fact that it is massively irked by the development, especially something that New Delhi terms as cartographic aggression by the Nepalese side.
Absolutely, Siddhant. This map has emerged as a major sticking point in Kathmandu and New Delhi ties. What do we see happening now going forward?
Well, if you look at the ongoing situation, it is almost a deadlock between the government in Kathmandu and government here in Delhi. But by and large, India's development projects continues in Nepal, and this has been accepted publicly by the foreign minister of Nepal. But it looks like the major worry is that the Chinese influence in Nepal. We have seen in last 1 month the role played by the Chinese envoy when it comes to the ongoing tussle in the ruling Nepal Communist Party. How the Chinese envoy has been meeting with the Nepalese leaders, including Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, and it looks like China has a huge role. In fact, today, both the countries mark, China and Nepal mark 65 years of establishment of diplomatic relations, and the Chinese president and the Nepalese president had shared the greetings as well with the Chinese president, calling it as a relationship of equals. But the growing camaraderie between both the countries, it looks like is going to create a lot of problems in South Asia. We know that just a few weeks ago, how 4 countries, Nepal, Afghanistan, China and Pakistan had a meeting, the foreign ministers meeting at virtual level. Something it looked like all these countries are trying to form a regional grouping. This was dismissed by Kathmandu. But of course, we know the Chinese influence in South Asia is growing, and it is a great cause of discomfort for New Delhi.
Absolutely, Siddhant. Thank you very much for bringing us the latest there.